Hi everyone, my name is Kim Vitale and I teach arthritis exercise classes at Sterling Heights Senior Center. Welcome to my home. I know that's where you are and I miss you all. We're going to have a little class today, about 20-25 minutes, and the only thing you're going to need is a chair and of course your water. So let's get started. You can sit or stand, whatever you might be more comfortable with today. But if you're sitting in a chair, make sure you're sitting at the edge of your chair and that your body is completely lifted up so that you're not falling back into it, you're not rounded in your spine, rather you're lifted. And let's start with some gentle little neck movements. I know probably we're all stiff in these days, and myself included. So let's just start with the chin going down the chest, and we're going to hold it for 4 seconds. So just gently bring the chin down to the chest and hold 2, 3, 4. Bring it back up and look at me. 4. Now over to the right shoulder. 1, 2. Moving slowly. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Opposite direction. You'll see I'm moving slowly and carefully, allowing the muscles to interact with the thought, and hold 2, 3, 4. Center. 2, 3, 4. And one more time. Over the first shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop your shoulders, release them, but stay pulled up in your spine, and extend the opposite hand of the shoulder you're looking over, and just do wrist circles here. 4 in one direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and opposite direction. Like you're stirring cake batter, like you're stirring maybe a pail of water or something. Let's bring the face back center. 2, 3, 4. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold here. Extend your other arm just a little bit and we'll start our wrist circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring your face back center. 2, 3, 4. And let's again bring the chin to the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lift. 2, 3, 4. We're going to do some shoulder work here. So very comfortably, staying seated still. Let's just gently bring the shoulder blades together. So they're coming to your vertebral column. So slide them together. Just squeeze them. 2, 3, 4, and release. 2, 3, 4. And inhale. Exhale. Bring the shoulder blades together. 3, 4. Release. 2, 3, 4. And one more time. Just slide the shoulder blades back. Hold them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. 2, 3, 4. We're going to do it again, but this time let's raise the hands, kind of making this W letter in front of you or on you. Now let's bring the elbows back. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Let's bring them forward. 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4. Let's hold. 2, 3. Really opening up the chest and forward. 2, 3, 4. Let your elbows fall where they may. They don't have to be up here. They can be here. The movement is just sliding the shoulder blades together. 2, 3, 4. Release. 2, 3, 4. Bring your hands to your lap. Let's take a breath. And let's stand. So when we stand in class, we try very, very hard not to use our hands. We do that by bringing our feet back a little bit, pushing into the heels, lifting up, using the thighs, making those muscles work, incorporating as many muscles as we can with a simple little movement. So we're going to do some arm circles as well. So extend your arms out. I'll move in the camera so you can see my hands. Not that it matters, you know what we're doing. Let's just make circles here. We're going to do 10 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can keep your elbows soft. You can tighten them as I am. Here's 7, 8, 9, 10. Tuck your abs back and reverse. Flip your palms up to the ceiling. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold your tummy in. 8, 9, 10. This time let's touch the shoulders. Pull your elbows away from your chest. Just let your fingers land wherever they might be today. And we're going to make circles with our elbows this time. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, moving the shoulder blades, 6, 7, 8, and reverse for 8. 1, 2, making them large as you can or small as you can. 6, 7, 8, bring your hands down, bring your body center again, and let's cross one arm over to the left shoulder, the other arm over to the right shoulder, and just give yourself a squeeze. This time really opening the shoulder blades, stretching through the back. Tuck your bottom in a little bit. This should feel really super good in your shoulder blades, right in between there and in your shoulders. We're going to change which hand is on top. Try to remember. That might be tough if we haven't been using our brain for a while. This time, the opposite hand first, the second hand. And now, tuck your bottom in and under so you see my spine is rounded now. That will give my shoulder blades an opportunity to really, really stretch, and that should feel really super good. Push your heels into the floor as you lift up, coming up slowly, and let's open up the hands. Let's float them up and down a couple of times. Soft elbows, soft wrists, just pumping in breath here. We're going to get the breath moving. And now 6 times, palms up. 1, 2. Lift your tummy up. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring your hands down, touching your sides. Let's take a seat for a moment. Now remember, we're on a chair, a hard chair. You don't want to be sinking down. And we're going to start some leg movement and some wrist movement. So let's bring the elbows into the side of the body, tuck them in, and have your palms facing down toward the floor. Now push your fingers down, really give them a stretch there, and come back flat, and then fingers up to the ceiling. And we'll do that a couple more times. So push your fingers down and flat, and now lift them. And again, push your fingers down and flat and up to the ceiling. Let's reverse the direction of our palms. This time, the palms are facing the ceiling. Lift your fingers up, flat, back down, and flat. 2 more times. Fingers up, so you're really stretching the wrist and the forearms. Flat, fingers down. And last time, fingers up, and flat, and fingers down. Should feel really super good. I mean, it does for me anyway. We're going to practice finger O's or finger zeros, however you'd like to think about it. So touch your first finger nail with your thumb nail and make a letter O. And then stretch your fingers open. Stretch your palms. And now the second finger, nail to nail, and stretch open. And ring finger, I'm trying to turn my hand so you can see letter O. And now stretch the fingers wide. Baby finger, hold, 2, 3, and stretch, 2, 3. Let's do it again. First finger, nail to nail, 2, 3, and stretch, 2, 3, and second finger, 2, 3, and stretch, 2, 3, and ring finger, 2, 3, and stretch, 2, 3, and last finger, baby finger, 2, 3, and stretch, 2, 3. We're going to practice our finger curls now, and you can do this with your palms up or your palms down. The point of the exercise is to move each joint in your fingers, and there are 3 of them. So start either way. You can look at your fingers if you like. Palms up. Start with the first knuckle at the tips of your fingers rolling in, then the second knuckle, and now bring your fingertips into your hands. So it's the first knuckle, the second knuckle, and open the hands. Let's do it 2 more times. Stretch. And first knuckle, second knuckle, my fingers are getting closer, and now roll them in, light little fist here, don't make it tight, and open knuckle at a time. Last time, stretch big, and first knuckle, each one, take a look, second knuckle, bring the fingers in, light fist here, and stretch, open, one last time. Great job, everybody. For this next sequence, you can stand or sit. We're going to be doing some marching, and I have to check my camera here for a second. I think I may have lost it. There we are. I'm going to stand for this next sequence here. We're just going to do some gentle little marching, and I want you to be gentle with this march. I don't want to, pressing the feet down heavy. That would put too much pressure, too much weight on our delicate feet joints and our delicate knee joints. So we're just going to start a nice little march, either foot, it doesn't matter, and just gently lifting up the feet. Not high, that's not what's important here. What's important here is that we start moving and that we move gently. The body will react to gentle movement. So I'll start counting here. It's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now lift the arms up overhead. 1, just push gently. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, very gently. 7 and 8, just march. 1 and 2, you can use your arms if you like. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to add the arms to the side this time. So very, very gently. 1 and 2, just moving the elbow, opening the elbow and closing it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to push our hands back. 9 and 10. So push. And 2, 3, and 4. Just the elbow again. It's just opening and closing. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just march. 1, 2. Make it easy. Make it light. The thing is, we just want to keep moving and just moving the feet up and down. Couple more. We're going to add the arms in this time. So bring them facing, have your palms facing the camera and push out. It's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Maybe your arms are down here today. That's perfectly great. We just want the shoulders and the elbows working. Let's just march. Last couple. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring your hands to your shoulders. We're just going to push out. 1 and 2, 3, 4, very gently. 5, or down here. 6, 7, 8. No weight in your hands. And lift up for the last 10. We'll march for 10 first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have a chair here to use, or maybe you're already seated. The hands are going up now. It's 1 and 2, 3, 4, just sliding. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's stop the feet, stop the arms. Inhale, up, 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 and up. Press your feet into the floor. I'm just going to move back a little bit. Press up so that your weight is coming forward. You'll see I'm not falling back into my lower spine. I'm actually pulled a little forward. That keeps the weight out of your lower back. Clasp your hands up here, like just clasp your hands together. We're going to do waist rotations. So circle forward, bringing your hands forward and up very gently. One more time, starting in this direction. Bend your knees and lift. Now the opposite direction, waist rotation. So we're incorporating the muscles of the side of the body, the abdomen. You're strengthening your hips. You're strengthening your standing platform, which is what we need. Last inhale here and exhale. Bring your breath down. Bring it all the way down. And let's take a seat. We're going to do some seated marching here. Well, not marching, but more directed knee movement. So we're going to lift one knee at a time and just lightly kick the foot out and bring it back down. Switch legs, lift, extend, bend, and tap. Lift, extend, bend, and tap. Lift, extend, bend, and tap. We don't have our music playing today because I think sometimes music can be a little bit distracting, and I didn't want to shout over it. This is 4. And I just know that all of us are missing our music. All of us are missing classes. I sure am. I thank the city of Sterling Heights for asking me to do this and coming into your home. This is 6, and left, and bend, tap. 7, lift, and left, just gently use the knee. This is 8. I know, we're working, I get it. This is 9, just gently use the knee. Other leg, and 10. Lift, extend, bend, tap. Lift, extend, bend, and tap. Let's just bring our hands to our legs for a moment. Just take a breath. We're going to be doing some more seated leg work. So stay lifted, pushing your bottom down and the crown of your head up. We wouldn't like to see the chin going up because that's too much pressure on your vertebral column, your cervical column up top. So just keep your chin parallel to the floor. But think about pulling up every muscle and every tendon from the chair up. So we're going to start with one knee. Doesn't matter which one you start with. Extend it out and hold it here if you like. And we'll do point and flex. Point. I'm never barefoot in class. I am today because I found that my shoes made too much noise on the floor. This is 5, 6. We're going to go to 8. Keep your tummy in. 7 and 8. Bend the knee, and let's place the foot back on the floor. Lift the opposite, just to lift and point, flex. Here's 2 and flex. So you can make this as challenged as you want. 5, I think, 6, 7, last one, 8, and bend the knee first, place the foot down. Again, starting with the first leg, we'll do ankle circles. So we want to incorporate every joint that we can. And we'll do this 4 times. I want you to think about your toes, drawing a circle. I know maybe your leg is getting tired. I feel this opposite direction. 1, 2. If it would be better for you today, just place your foot on your heel on the floor and just make the circles as best you can. Bend the knee first and place it on the floor. So lifting the other leg, we'll start ankle circles in one direction. So remember, you have a pencil in between your toes. You're drawing a circle. Every single scrape of the pencil is hitting and making that circle. Opposite direction. 1, 2, use your breath. 3 and 4. And bend the knee first. Place the foot on the floor. Let's take a breath. Bring your hands forward this time. Just bring your breath right here. Just pull your fingers toward me and now pull them in. Let's do it again. Pull your fingers toward me like you're holding a beach ball right here. You're really holding something, and bring your hands in. Let's start with a little bit of stretching here. Let's start with one foot on the floor. Maybe you can't see my foot, but you can see my toes. We're going to push the toes up toward the ceiling. That really flexes the back of the leg, really stretches behind the knee, stretches the back of the leg, and feels really, really super. This is what we want to be doing. Now just touch your toe to the floor if you may. So we're doing a point and flex again, this time completely on the floor, a little bit quicker here, and release. Starting with the opposite foot, just place the heel on the floor. Have the toes pointing up toward the ceiling. First, feel that stretch behind the leg, behind the knee, in the calf, in the hamstring. This is where we really want to feel this. And point your toes toward the floor. And now lift them toward the ceiling. And 2, and lift. 3, and lift. Last one. Point toward the floor. That stretches the top of the foot and strengthens those muscles and nerves that we need, waking them up. Let's place the hands back on the legs and just take a breath here. We'll come into our final stretches. Let's inhale up and bring one arm down. Just gently release it to the floor. Press this hand toward the floor as you lift the opposite one up toward the ceiling. Relax both shoulders. Feel both shoulder blades on your back, really staying stable here. Lift this hand up toward the ceiling, meet the first hand, and release down to the floor. And push this hand into the floor. Relax your shoulders. You'll get a better lift in your waist if you relax both shoulders, both sides. Just a little lift here. And lift back up again. We're going to a little deeper side stretch. So first hand back down. Push the fingers toward the floor and lift the opposite hand up. But make sure that this hip stays cemented to the chair. We don't want it lifting up. That's too much pressure in that bent spine. Lift this hand to meet the opposite hand. Come center. And second hand is coming down, pressing toward the floor. Lift here first, and then gently relax your neck, relax your face. Just push over. Have the down arm come up, push into the floor here. You need the stability of your feet to lift just the trunk. You don't really want your hips moving. You don't want any rocking in your spine. Bring your hands to either side of the chair. Take a breath here. We're going to do that hug again because we should. I wish I were hugging each of you. I miss you all. I know we all miss each other. Bring your right hand to your left shoulder, your left hand to your right shoulder, and this time just swivel a little bit. Not much, doesn't have to be much. Press your feet into the floor as you bring your trunk a little bit closer to your leg. We're going to hold here, 3, 2, and 1. Push your heels, push your feet into the floor before you begin the lift of your trunk. And let's switch sides. Let's switch which hand is on top. So we'll start with the right hand to the left shoulder, the left hand to the right shoulder, and gently start the swivel, just swiveling inside yourself. You'll get a deep, deep stretch in your quadratus lumborum, your lower back, your side muscles, your abdomen muscles. Push your feet into the floor before you begin the lift of the trunk. And bring your elbows toward the camera, toward me, and just release one hand at a time. Bring them back down. Just shake. Just make soft in your shoulders, soft in your body. I hope to see you all again soon. I know that we will, but in the meantime, please know that I'm thinking about you all the time and miss you all. Bye-bye.